Good afternoon, everybody. This is Larry at Heisenberg Forest Products, and I'm a day and a bit late with my video. We were out on Trout Lake yesterday with some friends, so I didn't have a chance to produce the video. So you're probably recognizing the entrance here. We took out the wrapping deck and we put something a little simpler. When I say we, I had nothing to do with most of this work. It was all my lovely wife and her brother who did all the work. They rebuilt this little retaining wall here, so everything looks pretty nice. So we're continuing the work that we're planning to do around the house this summer. It's going well. We decided that we want to fix this here, so I'm going to have to take that apart at some point. Probably looking at a day or two of work to get it done properly. The other thing we did, and we finished that this morning, Louise and I, we kind of put some patio stones along the path here, along the house, and I also cleaned my my vinyl siding. So that's a good start. We still have lots of work to do, but it's coming along. You can probably see through the trees here that the grass that we planted last week started growing. Louise stained the gliding swing, so that's done. We decided we were going to sell it, and we changed our mind. We're going to keep it. I was going to build another one, and Louise said, we're so busy, we don't have time. So we're going to keep it. Today we're working on the front part of the shop. We rebuilt the holding mini ties, and we're going to try to finish that tonight. We sold some more pea pebble, and we're taking apart the trampoline area. We're going to plant some grass there too, so it'll look nicer. So it's been a busy few days. I don't know if I had the garden out last week. I think I didn't, so I took that out. It's seeded, but we haven't watered it yet, so that's something that we're gonna have to do soon. Put some water on the old garden, and this is gonna be a bit more grass for me to mow. So we had some issues this week in the woodyard. On Thursday, I broke my processor. So I was pretty happy because I was having some issues with a switch. And I worked on that for about 4 days, testing different things. And finally, I broke down and called my buddy Dave Kravacek at Cord King, and he gave me kind of a way to fix the switch properly. So let's walk over to the Cord King. You can see it's packed up and ready to go because I need to get something fixed, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So first I want to talk about what I was able to fix was the switch. So there's two parts to that switch. I call it the mechanical part, so the bottom part here. So this right here, I call that the mechanical part. So I was able to fix that. And I tried to clean it with some brake clean, and in talking to Dave, he said, well, brake clean might not be the best thing. Try some WD-40. So I had it soaking in WD-40 for half a day, and then that worked properly. But the other issue I was having was the saw was coming on and off, woof, 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 coming on and off. So I thought maybe it's the switch inside of this here. And I've had some issues before, and I had bought one just to have a backup. So I changed that, and boom, that was fixed, and the switch now works perfectly. You could hear it click, click, click. But maybe a day later, I broke the cylinder right here. So the splitting cylinder, from what I understand, is cracked alongside of here. There's a crack here somewhere, and it's leaking some hydraulic oil, and it's like not just leaking, but spraying some hydraulic oil. So I said, okay, well, we'll take it apart And I'm not, those of you who know me know that I'm not much of a mechanic. I usually rely on people who know what they're doing. So there's two pins holding this cylinder in place. There's a big piece here, and another. There's a bolt going through here. So this bolt kept popping up. It's always been popping up, and I just pounded back in. I didn't realize it was broken. So the bolt was broken, and I can't take this out. It'll have to be cut out somehow. So that's why I have to hire someone to do the work for me. And while I'm at it, there's a few things I need fixed. I have I don't know if you could see it from here, way up on top at the end, there's a bearing that's broken. It holds, but it's broken, and I have some spare parts, so I might as well get them in. And I have another bearing on this side that needs to be fixed. So if I walk here, can you see it here? Yeah, you can see where there's a new, I can barely see my video here, where there's a new washer right down here. That's broken too. So I broke that last year. So I bought the bearings for this, and I'm gonna get that fixed. And finally I got this motor is also holding on, but this mount is also broken. So I bought a new motor. So I'm gonna get that changed. And finally I'll get this hose here also changed because I have a spare one. So I'll get all this work done, and that should that should fix anything that I know is kind of not 100% on this machine. So the only bad part to all of this is that I'll be out of commission for about 3 weeks because the guy who's fixing it is really busy with his own business, and he's going to do this out of his home. So I'm going to have to wait to get this done at some point. So that's the Cord King, and I've been neglecting fixing things just because I'm in the middle of cutting, and I'll get it fixed later. And eventually something major breaks and I get everything fixed at once. So I've had this machine for 5 years, going on 6 years. 6 years in February. So fixing a few things is not the end of the world, and I'm pretty happy with the performance so far. So we're down to, I figure I've got about 80 face cords of wood left in this pile. So if I can get this back mid-September and just focus on this work, I should be able to get all this work done before the winter, and that's a major thing that I have to do before the winter. So I figure I have 2 loads left in this pile. I also ended up bucking all the wood, the bigger stuff, Saturday. So this is ready to be split. So Louise and I will take a day and get that done. Get that split and stacked. So that was quite the week. And my brother-in-law was over, so he did a lot of work, and I spent most of my time working in the wood yard. So that's why I was able to get some of this work done. Now the guy that had the 12 cords of maple came and got it, so that's why this is all cleaned up here. And I had 4.5 cords of maple left over from last year. Somebody picked that up, so I'm pretty happy about that. So like I said, I'm trying to push the woodlot towards the front this winter. So I figure another 80 cords. I need about 3 blocks to get that done. So depending on how things flow, I got 1 block and a bit left, and I could put 1 here and 1 here. And if I sell enough wood out of the front, I'll just restack at the front so that I don't have to go out too far back. If not, worst case scenario, my wood will end up right where the tongue is on the processor. So that's where we're at right now. So I'm just looking at my notes here. Yeah, I talked about, yeah, that's about it. So I don't know what else. I have some, so what do I have for sale right now? I have some poplar, not a whole bunch, about 9 face cords, $130 a face cord. This is nice stuff, ready to go, ready to burn. So it's stacked and good to go. I got a little bit of birch, but most of it is sold. I think I have 8 cords sold, so I might have 4 or 5 face cords left over. If I look here, yeah, maybe 4.5 face cords of birch, but it's not even on the market. So, and I'm selling birch this year at $150 a face cord. So, and the poplar $130, and of course we've got the big seller is maple, and we're doing okay with that. It smells nice here. It's nice and it's drying, and this will certainly be ready for the winter. This stuff is ready to go now, actually. So so this is nice and dry. You can see has a nice nice tone to it when I pick it up and drop it. So I got loads of that ready to roll. We have some pallets for sale. I sold some last week. A couple of people came over and picked some up. So pallets we sell at $10 each, or $11 for $100. I've got some shavings, $7 a bag, or 10 bags for $60. I have a few bags of campfire wood for sale at $10 a bag. I think I got about 25 bags left. We're not doing any more bags this year just because we got too much on our plates. So if you want that, if you want campfire wood, just give us a shout. We'll help you load it up. So if you look at the wood yard right now, it looks really nice and clean, and that's something I pride myself in making sure that I clean up as I go. So it's looking nice. So to recap quickly, just because I've been all over the place in this in this video. So right now, lots of pallets up for sale, $10 each, $11 for $100. Those are CHEP pallets. They're beautiful, ready to go. So if you need pallets to stack your wood, or one guy picked up some pallets to stack some of his hay on, come and see me. I've got 2 types of wood up for sale. Poplar at $130 a face cord. I've got maple at $160 a face cord. Everything's measured here. So face cord 4 feet by 8 feet by 16 inches. They vary between 15 and 17 inches. But we do make sure that you get your full face cord when we stack. I got some campfire wood, $10 a bag. I have some shavings at $7 a bag, or 10 bags for $60. I have a bit of birch bark left for sale, so that too you can pick up. Please give us a call prior to coming over, because if you do come over, you're taking a chance, because sometimes we're not at home. And by calling us, that way we make sure somebody's here to help you out or help you load. This video can be found in 4 different places. On our YouTube channel at Breaking Wood 68, on our Facebook page the next day at breakingwood.com. There's a video page there. On our Facebook business page at Heisenberg Forest Products, and those of you who are friends with me will see it on my timeline. Beautiful day. They're calling for a lot of rain tomorrow. There's a rain warning, like 100 millimeters, which is a lot of rain. So hopefully we don't get that much rain, but hey, we don't decide that. So let's do a little bit of a pan of the wood yard, and I'm gonna pull the plug at this point and say goodbye, and we'll hopefully see you next week. Ciao.